Hi, and welcome to the 7th grade edition of the Stuart Scoop.
Today we will be looking at a kindergarten interview, a nature walk with Ms Margaret, and Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grade challenge, and more.
It's such a nice spring day today. I wonder how the nature walk is going.
We'll see when we head over to Hayden for the nature walk with Ms Margaret.
Thank you, Ms Margaret, for meeting with us today. Why do you think it is so important to take time off of your day to surround yourself in nature?
Good morning. Good to be here. To be in nature once a day allows us to ground and be aware that there is more than technology, homework, all the things we have to do. It's a way to calm down. It's a way to use our senses and listening to the birds and see the changes in nature which happen every day. So there's many, many reasons why it is calming and beneficial.
Okay. Where is your favorite place to visit around the campus?
Ooh, that's a very hard question. And I don't think there is one answer because it all depends on the seasons. Spring is everywhere. Summer, of course, it's under our shaded trees. Fall would be our apple trees and, of course, the apiary. So I think it's really many places, but especially I think the piece here at the garden is quite beautiful.
Yeah. What new trees can you tell us about, have grown?
So right here at the garden, we actually have 2 pear trees that are about to bloom. And last year, 2 plum trees were added over there and 2 peach trees down that way. Yeah. We also replanted recently in the wetlands with willow trees with middle school. So we took sprouts and added in the wetland.
Wow, it was so nice to learn about all the beautiful nature we have here at Sacred Heart.
The bird songs are so beautiful.
Oh yeah, they are.
Wait, that reminds me. Can you guess that song?
Hi, I'm Malika, and my segment is Guess That Song.
Microphone. Firework by Katy Perry.
Yeah.
No, I know. Pink Pony Club by Chappell Roan.
Yeah. Class. Friday Night by Katy Perry. Yeah. You gotta say it in the microphone. Oh.
Lips Are Moving by Meghan Trainor.
Yeah.
Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
Yay.
Shut Up and Dance With Me by Walk the Moon.
Yeah. I didn't think you were going to get the artist.
Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
Wow, those are great singers and they did really well.
That reminds me of when we were singing on the bus on our way to our field trip to Gettysburg.
Let's take a look at the 7th grade Gettysburg field trip.
Hey guys, welcome to Gettysburg! We're in the
because we want everybody
Hi, back at the battlefields of Gettysburg, we have a dish to do this time. Beautiful land. I'm with my good friend Lily today. Lily, who are you researching for your 7th grade research project?
I'm researching Tilly Pierce, 15 years old when she fought in this battle.
Wow, she fought in the battle?
Yeah, 15. Heartbreaking.
Did she sadly pass away in
No, she passed away at 66 years old.
Wow, I'll live.
In 1941. No, yeah. Wait. Yeah.
That's cool. What's your favorite fact about this Civil War?
My favorite fact. Hey guys. Honestly, like. Honestly,
You got this.
my favorite fact that like it's real.
Think about that. All
If you
this
really think about how real it is, real.
it's very hard to think about that. All
you-
this great history of America.
Yeah. Would you take a look at
Is this real? Is this actually? It did. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily, for helping. Thank you, Lily, for coming. Hi. I'm at the battlefield of Gettysburg, and today I'm going to be interviewing Jim. What do you think is the most interesting fact?
The most interesting fact about the Battle of Gettysburg?
Yeah.
When I first came here, probably the first thing that really impressed me was they said that after the battle, you could smell the battlefield from 5 miles away. All the dead horses and all the dead guys that were here. And supposedly some people got ill from the smells of the battlefield. At least one person supposedly died from becoming sick from the smell.
Wow. Favorite battlefield that they fought on?
Say where we're standing right now.
This is a very nice area.
Well, that view, you can see why. Called a Whitworth cannon that could fire as far as 3 to 5 miles. Most of these cannons were fired about a month. Cannons made in England and smuggled into the United States through a naval blockade.
Wow, that's really interesting.
I think so too.
Do you know how many people died?
So generally maybe 15,000 people.
Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was really fun we were there, and the video captured a lot of the experience.
Well, now let's move on to Ashley for an interview with Miss Willie about Tutu Comfy.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and today I'll be interviewing Miss Willie Laws and asking her questions about our special Civies Day Tutu Comfy. Let's go. Miss Willie, what is Tutu Comfy?
Tutu Comfy is a Civies Day that Student Council came up with that we would be able to do on the 22nd of the month, which is why it's 2-2. And they decided that they wanted to wear comfortable clothes, but not pajamas. And we're able to raise money for different causes.
Great. How did it start?
Well, like I mentioned, Student Council this year, when we started brainstorming some ideas, the girls came up with this idea of having Civies Days once a month on the 22nd. But because of how weekends and holidays fall, we really ended up just doing 3 of them so far this school year. And that's probably all we're going to be able to do.
Got it. What organizations have we been able to donate to?
Well, this year we donated to the American Red Cross twice. We donated first for hurricane reliefs that were, the hurricanes that were happening in the fall. And we also donated for the wildfire relief with the California wildfires that were taking place. And the last one that we donated for, Bonnie on Student Council, she's our secretary. She volunteers at an organization called Close to Kids in Fairfield County. And she really wanted for us to be able to help support them. So that's the last organization that we donated to.
Nice. Thank you so much for joining me.
I wonder if the kindergartners are going to be excited for civies when they come to middle school.
Oh yeah, me too. Let's head over to Noelle to meet some of the kindergartners.
Hi, what's your name?
Noelle.
We have the same name. What's your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink? What's your favorite pink thing? Like flowers or...
Flower.
Flowers? I love flowers too. Do you prefer, what's your favorite sport?
Tennis.
Tennis? Me too, I love tennis so much. Okay, thanks for coming. Bye, guys. Hi, what's your name?
My name's Daisy.
Daisy, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a gem artist.
Ooh, that's cool. What's your favorite after-school activity?
Hip-hop.
What's your favorite, do you prefer swimming in the ocean or swimming in the pool?
Swimming in the ocean. Me too. Is Daisy your favorite flower?
Yeah.
Okay, bye guys.
Oh, they're so cute. I wonder if they would like some riddles or jokes.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Hi Zara, do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
Probably not.
Mop really fast 5 times in a row.
Mop, 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 mop.
What do you do at a green light?
Go.
Okay, if TWI was a word, what would it sound like?
What?
If TWE was a word, what would it sound like?
Twee?
If TWAH was a word, what would it sound like? If TWO was a word, what would it sound like?
Two?
She's smart. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hi Gabby, do you think you're smarter than a fifth grader?
Maybe.
EST was a word, what would it sound like?
Est?
Yeah. If EWE was a word, what would it sound like?
Ewe?
If ETI was a word, what would it sound like?
E-T?
Yeah. EYE was a word, what would it sound like? Yeah. If EYE was a word, what would it sound like?
I?
Yeah. Okay. Say silk really fast 5 times.
Silk, 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 silk.
What do cows drink?
Water.
Oh! Wasn't she supposed to get one wrong? Hi, Senora. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
I sure hope so.
Okay. If you drop a yellow hat into the Red Sea, what happens to it?
It changes colors.
No, it just gets wet. A rooster lays an egg on top of a barn. What color will those eggs be?
Splatter.
No, roosters don't lay eggs. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Cunningham. Are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Probably not.
Okay. Showers bring Mayflowers. Then what do Mayflowers bring?
Pilgrims. I mean Puritans.
Correct. There are 5 sisters in a room. If Marie is doing laundry, Bertha is folding clothes, Tanny is playing chess, and Sasha is sleeping. What is the 5th sister doing?
I don't know, interviewing me?
No. Playing chess with.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow, those were some tricky riddles.
What was your topic for the UN project?
Mine was poverty, but let's see what some other people are doing for their UN project.
Hi, Noelle. Hi, Callie. Noelle, what was your UN goal and the problem that relates to it?
My UN goal was Goal 6, clean water and sanitation, and my problem was groundwater pollution in East Asia.
And what was the biggest challenge on doing that project?
My biggest challenge was probably to meet all the deadlines that Mr. Cunningham had for us. For an example, that weekend we had to write a causes section, a problem section, and a solution section, and I thought that was pretty challenging.
And who's your partner, and what project are you doing for the science?
My partner is Ava and Nora, and our prototype is a tank that kind of separates all the contaminated water and the filtered water, so everyone is accessible to all clean water, so no one gets sick.
Thank you, Noelle.
Thank you, Callie.
Hi, Emmy.
Hi, Callie.
Emmy, I was wondering, what was your UN goal and the problem that related to it?
So my goal was goal 13, which is climate action, and my problem was weather events in the Caribbean.
Nice. What was your biggest challenge in doing this project?
I think my biggest challenge was that meeting everything that he wanted us to meet, so having a certain amount of note cards by a certain date, and just so that we could do the best in our writing part.
Nice. And who was your partner, and what project did you do for your science project?
So Malika and I are building artificial coral reefs so that when there are harsh weather events like hurricanes or tsunamis, the coral reef can survive the impact of that, because sometimes the storms are really rough and the coral reef isn't built for that.
Thank you, Emmy. Hi, Lily.
Hi, Callie.
Lily, I was wondering, what is your UN goal and the problem that relates to it?
My goal is goal 14, which is life below water. My problem is microplastic pollution.
Lily, what was your biggest struggle in doing this project?
My biggest struggle was finding the right information because every time I went on different websites, there was like the information, but it said something different, so I didn't know which was like correct.
And who is your partner and what are you doing for the science prototype?
My partner was Seaton, and we are building this machine that you put on the water and it collects all the trash, and then when it's full, people recycle it properly.
Thank you, Lily.
We have a lot of work for the UN project, so now we better go.
Thank you for watching the Stuart Scoop. From our heart to yours.